Hey everybody, it's the Negative Writer, or Writer Evermore. And before we start today's video, let's start off with a fun game of Would You Rather. Mom, start it off.
Okay, would you rather have to eat 100 cinnamon rolls?
100 cinnamon rolls, okay.
In 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes?
Uh-huh. Or eat 2 666 wings.
I'm gonna do the 666 wings because I don't want diabetes.
No, crap.
Now, let's get into the video. And before you guys get mad about the diabetes joke, my mother has diabetes, so I am free to say it. Now, we're gonna make some empanadas. And not just any empanadas, but empanadas that I really loved from my childhood. And we're gonna start off with seasoning the meat, of course. Now, we have the 4 seasonings we're gonna use: adobo, sazon, pepper, and salt. Seasoning anymore is just going to be overkill. Now, we're going to just add some sazon. And notice we don't do measurements because we're Chinese and Japanese here. You feel it in your soul. Like Uncle Roger says. Was it Uncle Roger?
I'm not sure. Not too much salt, though, please.
I know. And now, once we've added all the seasonings, we just want to mix it in and grind in the meat. Or, if you're a guy and you can handle the humor, beat your meat.
You don't want to mix it up too much.
Really?
Yeah.
But don't you want to get the seasoning everywhere?
Yeah, but you don't want to, work it in like that. You want to mix it, but
I know.
not over.
Like, basically, don't make it like a brick.
Yeah.
So, over time, when you're feeling like you're getting it too clumped up, just break it apart. And mix it a little bit more. And before you finish, break it apart some more. Because it's going to be fried. There we go. Now then, moving on to the next part, we're going to do something simple to get our main part of the empanada ready. We're going to get some rice ready. Now, for everybody who likes rice, we put our rice in empanadas. And the way we're going to cook our rice is putting it in a rice cooker. Now, it isn't good. It definitely doesn't look like the ones that Uncle Roger has. Honestly, I'd want one of Uncle Roger's. But it still works. But before we could actually cook the rice, we gotta do one simple thing. We gotta clean it. So, let's get an amount in there. Get some hot water running. So you can see. We're gonna just... Could you pass me a glove, Mom? I knew I forgot something when I started this. Medium or small, medium or large doesn't matter. Make sure you wear gloves because what you're gonna do through this really does matter. I want to massage the rice, getting all the grime and stuff out of it. Take the lid real quick. Strain the liquid. Oh, some of it got out. That's fine. We basically you just want to get it to the point where the water inside the rice isn't all milky.
Cloudy.
I say milky because it looks like somebody fucking basically put milk into this.
You want it to be clear.
Basically, yeah.
And normally you would measure your rice, but you've been doing this for a minute, so you don't have to measure it with a cup.
I just hate it when the top of the rice, when some of the rice gets outside of the pot. Very difficult to keep it in. Wish they made a rice strainer so you could strain rice and shit from water. But no, apparently that's too difficult to make.
No, they have one.
Bullshit.
They do. We just don't happen to have one. They make everything for everything.
Do you think they make hopes and dreams for people who don't have any?
No. That's too much to ask for.
Well, damn! That just got depressing as fuck.
But you could get a strainer for rice, you could get a cheesecloth, you can get a ricer to make your potatoes more, better when you mash them. Air fryers, cauldrons, spatulas made of all different types of materials. The kitchen world is never ending with gadgets.
Now then, we're going to fill it up with water for one last time. Make sure there's no rice on the side because we don't really want to lose out on rice. And now, we're going to add some seasonings. I forgot what seasonings I was about to add. Could you watch that, by the way? We're going to add some salt. There's not that much left in here, so I'm just going to dump what remains, basically. A little bit of pepper. And now, to make it yellow, I'm going to add 2 things of sazon.
Damn, you don't need that much.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be boiling. So
Yes, but you don't need that much. Maybe like half a packet. You don't want it to be orange, you want it to be yellow.
I was going to add sofrito next, but let me guess, no?
Yes.
Add some sazon. And then finally, we're going to add some sofrito. If I could just get it open though. I got it. No, I don't. The amount matters, but we're gonna not talk about that.
Are we just eyeballing it?
Oh no, that was eyeball fucking spilt.
Oh my god. You know, that's why there's called the thing called spoon.
I was about to grab one, but I fucking gripped it wrong and almost dropped it.
Oh my god. Get a spoon and stir that.
I am stirring it.
With your hand?
Yep.
With the glove?
Yep.
Okay.
Massaging it too.
Oh my god. Stop saying massaging it, because
You're supposed to massage rice when you get it ready.
Oh my god.
So that way it doesn't bundle up or anything.
You sound horrible.
Fuck you.
No thank you, I'm not into that country shit.
Oh my god. You and that country jokes are gonna get old. Now then, we're gonna just get the rice ready and cook it. And while it's cooking, we'll move on to the next step. Now then, we're gonna be cooking this for the next part we're doing. Yeah, chop meat's lit. I mean, the pot, the pot is lit. But now, we're gonna cook the chopped meat. We're gonna make a nice fucking good texture of cooked. Honestly, though, you don't want to burn it. Because again, this is gonna get cooked again while it's still in the while it's in the shell. Make sure to break it apart so that way you don't get big chunky pieces. Now then, the meat is done, but we're going to still let it cool off now. It's finished cooking, and look at it. It's nice, it looks delicious, and it looks ready. Make sure you strain it of any oil or fat that's become liquid around it, so that way it can cool down better, and you don't get oil and stuff in the empanada that's already going to be there later on. You don't want to have too much oil and stuff. And the rice, as you can see, it's all ready, it's all done. We're just waiting for it to cool off now. So once it's cooled off, we basically start filling our empanada shells, and we'll be back for it in a... Now then, we're almost close to putting these, well, the rice and beef in shells, and we've added mozzarella and provolone to it, because we like our empanadas to have at least a little bit of cheese in it. And look at that. Doesn't it look like, well, it kind of looks like, I don't want to say jambalaya, like jambalaya rice, I think it's called.
Dirty rice.
Dirty rice, really?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
It looks like rice with, like, sausage bits in it.
Yeah, it's called dirty rice with
I refuse to believe that.
peppers, onions, beef, and then rice.
Is that really a thing?
Yes.
Huh. Alright. So now, as you can see, we have 2 here already done. My mother did those to show me how I'm doing it, because I forgot. What we're going to do first is you're going to get 1 shell from the empanadas. And you're going to want to fill it with 2 or 1.5 spoons, because I do big scoops. And flip them over. Make sure there's no air. God, this is so ugly. I don't think I'm gonna do what she did with the design right there. God, this is ugly. This looks like if the Grinch had a baby. Or a fetus.
Oh my god. I don't think it's that bad.
Your opinion does not matter since you're blind. You realize that, right?
Fuck you.
Oh my god, this is so fucking...
You got this. Don't worry. It's your first time.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
But she's been with other men before.
Oh shit. Bruno, don't
And look, that joke can't get demonetized because it's not really fully sexual. Oh my god, it's ugly. It's ugly. Now, once you do that, I'm gonna put it back around the wrapping paper. Just so that way it's easier to grab when we move on to putting in the oil. If I can actually fold this. Come on, I'm Chinese. I know origami. I should be able to do this. I am literally disgracing all of my heritage.
Not all of it.
But what you're going to want to do now is just keep repeating the same process. Till you get all the shells you want, or basically just get it all done. Now, unlike me, don't worry about if it looks bad or not. In my case, I'm worried because I don't like doing this. Because this part's difficult and this part makes me nervous.
You got this. Practice makes perfect.
That's what they say about fighting games, but you can never really get better at that. All button mashing at one point.
That's the trick. Button mashing.
Ooh, I almost shot that fork.
It's okay. Careful. Just remember, crimp and move. Crimp and move.
And just like that, we just continued until we got them all ready. That's not normal. But we're going to ignore that. Because now we have all the empanadas ready. As you can see, we have 20 here. And if you believe it or not, only like 3 of those are going to be eaten by me. The rest are going to be eaten by 2 fat people. including my mother. So, what we're going to do now is, once the oil is nice and ready, and I'm not sure if I should be worried about that or not, we're going to dump maybe 2 to 3 at a time. It doesn't matter. But what you want to do is just make sure it crisps up nice and good, and then enjoy. And I'll show you the finished product in a minute. And here we go. The finished product. Looks nice. Looks tasty. And honestly, if I wasn't on camera right now, I'd probably scarf this all down before anybody else could touch any. But then I'd get killed. But either way, if you guys enjoyed this cooking video, let me know. Maybe I'll make something that you guys want me to see me make. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this. Later.